Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my creative time with Emma. And I am so super excited today. This is our very first day of my August stamp release. First day of sneak peeks. And it's been a while, so bear with me. So what I wanted to do first, before I show you any of my projects that I made, I wanted to start off by showing you exactly everything I used for them, just right straight up front, just to get that part over with, okay? So for everything I did today, well, not for everything, you'll see a mixture of this between all of the projects I'm about to show you, okay? Like I said before, if you haven't visited Liz's Paper Loft Boutique, it is the best thing in the whole wide world, okay? This is how I store everything. So anyways, I use this right here. This is some amazing, I believe this is burlap it's called. I use this. And then I use my favorite, I'm so excited, I had to call 911 because I needed more orange. I ordered more orange, so I got that in right here. And this is how I keep it, just like so. Just like so. This is a 0.05 hemp, and oh my god, it's beautiful. I love it. And look at all the beautiful colors. Okay, and then I use her seam binding ribbon, and basically this is how it comes. You see how it is, just like so. But you just wrinkle it yourself, and I love that feature. I love it that she didn't wrinkle it for you, because if you want to just use it plain without wrinkling it, there you go. You have that option, and I love it. That's what I love about hers, okay? And then I use this trim, sorry. I just wanted to show you all the colors I had. I use this color right here. Aren't those pretty? It's just like a little trim that you could put anywhere, on a layout, card, a 3D item, anywhere you want. And then these, I'm so excited she got these in. Anyways, I used these two colors right here. I used my Artiste cartridge right here, thanks to Miss Melanie Brown. Thank you so much. And then I use these right here, also from Liz's Paper Loft Boutique. I love those. And then this one here, my teeny tags. This one, I actually use the tags only, okay, and you'll see. I used my Stitch Lollipop holder die. And then for my paper, I'm so super excited because remember I went to my little for those of you who are not on my Facebook, I have a brand new Hobby Lobby that's only, listen to this, 12 minutes away from me. How awesome is that? So anyways, my mom and I, when we rushed over there, it was like 105 degrees that other day, and I told her I didn't want to go in the morning because it's just way too hot and I couldn't handle the crowd. So we went later thinking we had all this time in the world, like at 7, all of a sudden somebody said, you better go now, I think they close at 8, and they were so right. So what I did was I rushed and printed out my coupons, and my mother only literally had 25 minutes to shop, or we only had a half hour to shop, but we did pretty good. You know, I just pretty much picked up the stuff I needed, okay? This is from, I believe Paper Studio is Hobby Lobby's brand, so it's just called Natural Botanical, and I thought this was really pretty for fall, because I didn't have any fall. I couldn't believe it. I had some, but it was like so used up that I needed that. Okay, this one here is my favorite, the Graphic 45. This one's called the Happy Haunting, and I also use this paper, which you've seen me, and this is an 8x8, and I love 8x8s. And then this is another one here. Actually, this is My Mind's Eye. I actually also got this one. This is from a couple of trips ago to Hobby Lobby. This is probably old, maybe, I don't know, but you know me and my craft paper. Look at how beautiful that is. You can't really tell too much. Oh yeah, you can. Isn't that pretty? So super duper cute. I love it. So anyways, this was my last trip to Hobby Lobby. In My Mind's Eye, and this is, I believe it's just called Haunted, and this is a 12x12 stack. Okay, are you ready to see some new stuff? I'm so excited. I know I did a little something new and something old, something new last week or a couple of weeks ago because I couldn't help myself. I had a show. So what I'm going to do, we are showcasing two showcasing two stamp sets today. One is called excuse me, Treats for My Sweet, which is sort of like a little Halloweenish. And then another one's called Piles of Smiles. So I'm going to show you the Piles of Smiles first. I'm going to show you this cute little 8x8 layout I made. Isn't this adorable? I'm so excited. This is so cute. I love it. My favorite thing on this whole layout is this cute little wagon. This is a little stamp, and what I did was I paper pieced it. I'm not sure if you could see, but if you could see underneath, you see how there's little black lines? That's supposed to be, what do you call that stuff? Hay. But what I did, let me show you what I used really quick. Okay, I had gotten these a while ago from Hobby Lobby. What I did was I just took some pieces off, okay? This is just like a little tiny, they're little miniature hay bales. I think that's what you call them. And what I did was I just kind of glued them on the inside of my little wagon. And then I paper pieced my beautiful pumpkins that are on that set. And are you ready for this? I have included in there, in that one set, like I said, it's called Piles of Smiles, these beautiful little leaf dies, okay? And of course, if you could see, I'm not sure if you could see it, but it has my stitching on it. Isn't that pretty? And what I did was I used my sewing machine to go ahead and, you know, sew along the edges. And then here goes that burlap. And this is that shape from the Artiste cartridge, okay? And I went ahead and just did some stitching around. That's not perfect. So bear with me on my sewing. I'm still trying to get there. So it's a little cricket, but it's okay. Remember, no mistakes, okay? And I love it. So anyways, this here, Hello Fall, I am going to try, now probably not on every single set, but I'm going to attempt to do a bigger font for our layouts. Okay, now don't think they're only for layouts. You could use them for anything you want. You could throw them on cards, on 3D items. I cannot wait for you guys to see what my design team has done with this. But anyways, I am going to incorporate that because I'm still going to be having my Scrappy Layout Mondays. And I'm always scrambling to try and get a title. I mean, most people don't even use titles anymore. But sometimes I think it's cute just to kind of put it like near the picture, you know, and whatsoever. So I thought I would incorporate. Now this is an 8x8 layout. Keep that in mind, an 8x8, not a 12x12. So this will still look good on a 12x12 layout as well. But you know me, I'm stuck on 8x8, so I had to do that, okay? So anyways, and here goes that little piece right here from Liz's Paper Loft. Isn't that so cute how it's nice and shiny? So what I did, I went ahead and cut this out on Artiste, and then I sized this maybe 2 times smaller because this kind of will layer on there. And the only reason why I did this is because when I do get my picture, I'm going to take some fresh pictures from Thanksgiving this year. I'm going to find the picture I want, and I'm going to put this right on top, and then I'm going to trace the picture and cut it out so this way it could have the exact same size, the exact same shape as this, and a layer on there perfectly. So that's a quick little free tip for you on a Monday. Whatever a little shape you decide to cut out, go ahead and just make something just a teensy bit smaller and use this as your template and trace it. Now if you're familiar with your I forgot what it's called, but there's a center point feature. I'm not sure if it's on our Expression. I haven't really explored it, the Cricut 2. But there is a center point feature where you can put your actual picture on your mat. And then the little, the blade goes in the center and it will go around your picture perfectly. But I don't trust myself with this, so I feel more comfortable this way. Making it smaller, tracing it on my picture, so this way it'll look beautiful right in the center, perfect, just like that shape. But isn't that so pretty? And that's one of the stamps in there, pumpkins, 5 cents. And there goes the pumpkins. I have 2 different size pumpkins in that set. Super duper beautiful. I love it. Okay, and this is another one of my faves, okay? A simple card. Now keep in mind, for all of my crafters who are kind of just beginning, trust me, don't feel like you need to go out and buy a sewing machine, because you don't need one. Use your markers, you know, like your gel pens. You could even get, like I had picked this up a while ago. They're little gel ink pens. So you can have different colors to do your stitching, okay? I've had this a lot. I don't know. Don't ask me where I got this from, everybody, because I have no idea. I got this a really, really long time ago. You could grab like a set of these, you know what I'm saying? Because that's way cheaper than a sewing machine nowadays. Or even they have some cute little tiny sewing machines that are like for maybe 40 bucks. But like I said, don't feel like you need to go out and buy one. You could totally do all your stitching by yourself, like with the little marker. So anyways, this is just a simple card I made. And the other part about is these sets that I have coming out, I actually incorporated a few sentiments that will fit in the teeny tags for each of the for each stamp sets. Isn't that so cute? So I know tons of you have gotten my teeny tags, which were these right here. This is the sentiments, and then it comes with the dies. Tons of you got it because I remember selling out of that quite a few times. So if you have that teeny tag die, feel free to use it. It works perfectly. So that's another sentiment, and then these are stamps, and they are stamps. I just stamped them on a piece of paper, cut them out, paper pieced them, okay? On the inside, I simply went ahead and just did Happy Thanksgiving. Isn't that super duper cute? Okay, now I'm so super excited as well because I actually made little circle stamps in the same stamp set that will coordinate. Oh, you know what I forgot to show you? I forgot to show you that other thing. Hold on one second. Okay, totally forgot to show you. I also use this, my scallop and stitch circle die. And this comes with 2 dies just like so. So anytime you see one of my circle sentiments in a stamp set, they will always coordinate with this. They'll fit perfectly into there. So that's what I did. Happy fall, y'all. Isn't that so cute? Now this is just a stamp. If you look underneath, okay, you see underneath I stamped it in there. That's just one stamp this time, okay, because I needed room. I wanted to make sure I had plenty on that stamp set. So I just made it once. So you have the option of coloring it in when you stamp it, or stamp it on a piece of pattern paper like I did, paper piece it, you know, cut it out and just go ahead and just pop dot it right on top. Isn't that super pretty? Isn't that paper pretty? I really like it. Anyway, so here goes that trim I was telling you about. Isn't that beautiful? Right there. And then the hemp, along with the button, actually that's from Paper Tray Ink. And I went ahead and I put my favorite See's Candy Lollipop, and that's a vanilla flavor. But isn't that pretty? This is my Stitch Lollipop holder die. Beautiful. Just think how pretty your Thanksgiving table will look with that next to each person's little place that they're gonna sit at. So anyways, that was Piles of Smiles. Just a few little samples for you. And the next one's called Treats for My Sweet. Now, I'm going to first show you 2 older projects I made with this because I had tons of questions about it. This one I made, everything I use for this is from the Artiste cartridge except for the sentiment. Everybody's like, where did you get that sentiment? Well, this is from my newest set coming out. Everything will be available to purchase Friday at midnight. Okay, so anyways, here goes that hemp again from Mrs. Liz's Paper Loft Boutique. And then the stamp, Treats for My Sweet. Okay, that's one of the projects I made with that stamp set. And here goes my other one. I made this suit. I loved how this tag came out. This is my favorite tag ever. These are 2 stamps on the set. I just cut them out and popped dot them there. And then I use this little die here is actually from my Build-A-Banner kit. Another one that I can't keep on the shelves. You guys this is such a perfect, you could use this as a tag. And let me actually quickly, just in case you guys haven't and you're not familiar with the names of everything yet, let me grab it here so I can show you. Let me grab it really quick. Good thing I have these at my fingertips. Okay, this is it right here, the Build-A-Banner kits. Now just keep in mind, these dies, you could totally use them as little tags. You could, you know, stamp on them, and that's what I did. So here they go. It comes with 4 stamps that you could go ahead and you know, use as pattern paper if you don't have it. Stamp on those as backgrounds, okay? So anyways, that's what I did. I used that Build-A-Banner tag right there, and Spooky Friends. That's another stamp from that set. Okay, now for my 2 newer projects. I'm so excited. I used, this is a layout, an 8x8 layout, by the way. And I forgot to show you another product I used from Mrs. Liz's Paper Loft Boutique. This is glass glitter, and I keep it in a baggie because I'm a mess with this. Isn't that pretty? And that's what I did for the edging of my layout. And again, this is 8x8. I just put some zip dry, is that what it's called? Yeah. My zip dry glue all around the edges and then sprinkled it on. Excuse me. And then here goes that seam binding ribbon that I crinkled up myself, the black hemp, and this right here. Remember I showed you these? All I did was I grabbed my Copic marker and I colored it black. Isn't that pretty? It's like a little shiny. It's shiny right there, and that's beautiful. And then there goes my ghost again. I can't get enough of those. They're so cute. And then what I did from the same stamp set called Treats for My Sweets, I stamped the little bats, the little spider, and here goes another bigger sentiment. Now I quickly want to show you this really fast. I actually stamped this with, I believe, Rusty Hinge from the Tim Holtz. So it looks like a little distressed, okay? So what I did to use the Tim Holtz inks, what I do is I put my stamp, I like stamp it in the Versamark first, in this first. And then I stamp, I mean, if you don't mind mixing your inks, I mean, I don't mind at all. What I do is I just stamp it in here first, and then I stamp it on Tim Holtz. So you could get a better coverage on it. And that's what I did. And then again, I just cut this tag out myself and then just stitching along. And then here goes the thing also from Liz's Paper Loft Boutique. Now this right here, this shape here, that big circle like a scallopy, or not scallopy, like a zigzag circle, is from the Artiste cartridge as well. So what I'm going to do, instead of doing the same size as that, I'm just going to cut out a plain circle and put my picture there. And then I also did my stitching from my sewing machine right in the center, okay? So this one right here, isn't that so cute, that little boo? This is what it looks like, and I just kind of put bling on the eyes, and that's a little spider there. This is what it will look like. Now, I think it would look better if you stamped it in black, but I wanted to put some color onto my beautiful layout here. So what I did was I just stamped it in the orange, that Rusty Hinge by Tim Holtz, and then I outlined it using my, I actually use, these are also my favorite markers to use, the Precision Pen, the American Crafts, and I use the 03 point on that because it's a really fine tip. And I just outlined everything in there. Then I used my purple stickles right here to put on the little polka dots on the center. So if you were to just use regular stamp or without using Tim Holtz, look how pretty that would look. That's how it will look. Now I just blinged it all up because I wanted it to come out on this paper. So, but if, like I said, if you stamp this in black, I think it looks way better. But a little color doesn't hurt. Isn't that pretty? I'm so excited about this. So that is my layout that I did. And then one of my favorite projects in the whole wide world, I made this pretty little coffin box, and this is also from the Artiste cartridge. And here I go again with that glitter. I couldn't put it down. I was all full of glitter that night. I just put it along the cover on the edge, just like so, with my, zip dry glue, and again use my seam binding ribbon. And then I use some more of that stuff here, this right here from Liz's Paper Loft Boutique. And then, and I mixed my seam binding ribbon. I mixed the purple and black together, put my little gem there. That's why whenever I see something, as soon as Liz puts it on her thing, I always order a few because I know she's going to sell out. That's why I have a few of these left over, and I'm kind of trying to hoard them because I love them so much. So anyways, another sentiment on there that will fit on your teeny tags, coffin break. Isn't that pretty? So, and then again with my favorite hemp, that's why I had to have a 911 call because I needed more orange because I was using so much of it. But anyways, everybody, that's pretty much it for my, I know that was a lot. That was a lot for you to inhale, but I couldn't help it. I told you this was my favorite release. I'm so proud of it. And I'll keep in mind, these are probably 2 releases put together since I did not have a release in July because of, unfortunate circumstances, but I was going to hold off on them, but I can't. I figured, I'm just going to let them all go. So I'm going to let them all get released this month. Okay, so just a recap of everything really quickly there. And then we have, that's all my beautiful, isn't that so pretty, just all together like that? My beautiful Halloween stuff, and here goes my pretty fall stuff. A little bit more subtle, but isn't that pretty? I'm so excited. I love this. I love this whole release. Now, I just kind of want to go over just a few things for you. Now, we have on my blog, I told Veronica I wanted to do something different, something fun. You know what I'm saying? Because since I am also not only celebrating the 8th release, it's a little bit bigger release, but I'm also celebrating me coming back. I'm so excited to be back to all of my bloggy friends. I adore all of you. All of you have been so supportive. with everything that I had gone through. So I wanted to do something different. So instead of just showing you the stamp sets, I mean, that's too easy, right? So what I did was I asked Veronica, I said, Veronica, I want to have like a little, not necessarily treasure hunt, but like she called it a little Easter egg hunt. And I said, yeah, there you go, but just not necessarily with Easter eggs. So what you want to do to play this fun little game every single day this week, each stamp set that we showcase to you, you will be able to have an opportunity to see it in its entirety that day, but you have to find it. Sorry, you have to work for it. I'm so sorry, but I just thought it would be something fun. So what you want to do, like kind of get your mouse and kind of hover over with using your mouse or whatever you have on, you know, that little thing on your laptops. Just kind of hover over and go around my blog. It wouldn't be in the post. Just kind of just look anywhere on there, and once you find it, if you like, I'm not sure if you have to hover over it to see it or you click on it, and if you find it, you'll be able to see that particular stamp set in its entirety. How exciting is that? I'm so excited. And then another thing, I'm not sure if I told you, I'll just kind of reiterate it again. I mentioned it last week. I have a Blinky on my blog, and it's up here to the left at the top. If you copy that code and put it onto your blog, when it comes time for me to pick all the winners on Friday, if you left a comment on our blogs, and if I click on it to find your blog, and if you have that little Blinky on your blog, you'll get an extra prize. So you'll get not one prizes, but 2 prizes, okay? Now for all of my Facebook fans and for the ones who don't have blogs, I will have a picture right below this post for you to go ahead and put in your status updates and tag me in it, or you could go ahead and just put it on my Facebook page, saying that, yeah, you did. So if when my Facebook winners win, if I see the little picture, or even in your profile just for this week, just to kind of get you through, I think that'll be cute, fun too. And if I see that picture along with your comments that you spreaded the word about this release, again, you will get 2 prizes, not just 1, 2, okay? So anyways, everybody, I hope you enjoyed everything that you've seen. You are just going to get your minds blown away the minute you see what my design teams have done. And also check back throughout the week, because my design team, they're going to be doing some little surprise sneak peeks for you too, and I'll be posting them on Facebook for you, okay? Okay, everybody, thank you so much for stopping by. You have no idea how happy I am about this release, and wait until you see what we have in store for you for the rest of the week. Have a fabulous day, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Bye-bye.